Hello folks, we are back. I have been living in Thailand for over 2 months now. Moved here from Korea. Do I regret it? Well, it's not the first time I've lived here. I've lived here before. That's kind of why I'm doing it again, because I really enjoyed it before. Things are going well. Things are going well. I don't regret it. Things are very good. And keep in mind, I left Korea in peak winter, or at least in the end of December, which it was not good. It started to feel rough. And so coming into Thailand, it was just such a good feeling. And being here feels good. I've adjusted. I've really adjusted. And I miss Korea. I miss my friends in Korea more than anything. I miss the clubs in Korea. I miss that nightlife, of course. But overall, yeah, I've adjusted. And I really enjoy Thailand. I like it here. It's a whole different thing, just gonna show you here. You see, it's a whole different culture over here. It's great. I enjoy it. Really nice. Definitely a bit cheaper. Not really cheap anymore. Bangkok is definitely getting more and more expensive by the year, especially food and yeah, just prices of rentals. They're up there. They're up there now. They're getting up there. They're higher. But still feels cheaper than Seoul. Still feels cheaper. I'm definitely spending less money, which is nice. It's a little harder to earn money. I was definitely making a nice chunk of change DJing in Seoul every weekend pretty much. 3 weekends a month. But that's kind of gone. I've replaced that income. Things are going well for me here, and I do need to stay here at the moment. I do need to stay here. I need to sort out some, visa situation. Still on a tourist visa. I was going to get the DTV, and just quite difficult for me at the moment. But yeah, I'm sorting it out. There are some other options. I'm talking to an agency. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see what the options are. There aren't that many good options. DTV is good if you really qualify. But I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see what I can do, if I can get it or not, if I can get approved for it, or what my other options are that aren't too expensive for me to stay here for the next year or so. My intention was to go back to Seoul, but I have obligations keeping me here. We have a dog here. Not really afraid of the dog. It looks like a dead end. The dog actually looks quite friendly. Maybe we go the other way. Trying to see here. Now it looks like we can go. Those motorbikes are driving somewhere. Well, anyways, I don't really know this neighborhood, to be honest. Nice though, beautiful, and quite green all around. A lot of condos, quite residential. Sort of quiet, but quite near Sukhumvit too. We're in Prakanong. Really nice. Look at this. Beautiful area. Kind of older buildings over here. Still cheap, some of the older places, and then these homes behind the gates. Not cheap at all. Very expensive. But I really like how the plants grow here because of the sun. Sorry, my mouth is extremely dry. I have no water, and yeah, for now I just gotta deal with it. But yeah, really nice homes. Some of them older, some of them really new. Some people building villas over here and stuff. Yeah, then you see quite older places and kind of run down style. That's Bangkok for you. That's what it is. A little rough around the edges. So this way is private, it's a dead end. All right, but we can continue. Looks like there was some graffiti that was removed from this wall. Just keep the camera. Show you guys around a little bit. It's a quiet area, but still busy. It's kind of peak time. It's kind of sundown time, sunset time. So traffic gets a little bit hectic around, for sure. Especially near Sukhumvit. We're 1 block away. Definitely gets pretty hectic. Look, I love, even in this rundown, potentially probably abandoned place, has plants growing around it, which keeps it looking kind of fresh, kind of nice, until you look at the inside. It looks like it's being renovated or something. But it looks like they also don't want people to come out. Free. pigeon free. Free pigeons? Maybe we'll go, yeah, it's interesting to me. And then like a brand new gated, like very expensive, probably condo right there. Apartment, condo, house. Let's walk toward the main road. Yeah, I don't regret coming to Thailand, not one bit. I mean, let's be real, I moved here in 2023. My first intention was like stay in Thailand. And I don't know, I just ended up going to Malaysia, ended up really liking it, ended up building an audience in Malaysia, ended up doing really well on YouTube in Malaysia. Stayed there for a while, right? And yeah, life led me to Korea, and I ended up really enjoying it, really loving Seoul. And yeah, I miss some things about it. And you know, it's hard to say, again, like no one place is perfect. I've said this before. No one place has everything, and I think I feel that now. I think it's a little bit more isolating in Bangkok, or it's a little bit harder to make really close friends. I've made really good friends in Seoul very quickly. You know, I think I just got lucky with the situation I was in with the girl I was living with. I was, yeah, introduced to a lot of people very quickly. That wasn't the same thing here. You know, I've spent probably a year and a half here in total of my life, and I do have friends here, like more abandoned places with greenery. I have friends here, a couple, maybe probably 4 or 5 friends. I could say maybe like one good friend, but it's just not the same, not in the same way. Not that I'm really frequently seeing and going for meals with frequently, stuff like this. Not so much, hanging out with on a regular basis, not as much. And I'm not as involved in the club scene here. You know, like I said, I'm not DJing, I'm not even going out and partying as much. You know, there was like a month I didn't go out. Recently, you know, I've gone out like a few weekends. But I, you know, overall do it less. You know, Korea, it was like 2 nights every weekend, consistently, the whole time I was living there, right? So I've toned it down a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to make a video today. I'm gonna get back on the videos. You know, maybe a little bit less frequently than I used to, not every other day, but more often than I have been. Oh, look at these doggos. They're actually scared of me, even though they're behind a fence. Yeah, expect more videos soon. Loving Thailand. Weather's been good, but it's getting hot. But it's been fantastic. Got a 7-Eleven everywhere. Always good. I will say one thing, as soon as April, May hits, Korea gets really, really nice. Like when I arrived in Korea at first last April, weather was perfect, vibe in the city was really high, everyone was out, a lot of people visiting the city. It just felt like perfect. And that's why when you look at my like first impressions of Korea video in Seoul, got like a couple 100,000 views, and yeah, I was just like genuinely so interested and genuinely infatuated by the city. I really liked it. And I, you know, I'd been Southeast Asia for 2 years, and I hadn't seen East Asia ever, and it was my first time back in like, yeah, not Southeast Asia, so felt kind of nice. It was cool. But being back in Bangkok, you know, let's say it's not that much different. It's rougher on the edges, it's much dirtier, but it still has all the developments, has all the conveniences. Hello. You know, it has everything you need, and a bit more affordable. Like gyms, just everything adds up and becomes, yeah, quite a bit cheaper when you add everything in Bangkok than it did in Seoul. I don't know, in Seoul I could find spending $2,000 a month pretty easy. And in Bangkok, like, you don't really need that. Don't really need that at all. You can easily spend that if you're not careful. I definitely have to be careful. I have to be cautious, but yeah, the money just goes a little bit further. I feel like I get a little bit more for my money. In Seoul, I was not paying a high amount for rent. I was not paying like a normal rent price. I had a deal, like my roommate had a 700,000 won apartment. So let's say 500 US dollars, something like that, 450 US dollars, something like that. Yeah, 450, and I paid around 175. So sharing like a room in the whole apartment. And so it was okay. Yeah, I mean, I was sharing the place, but it was cheap. And so in the end, my sole experience was not that expensive. Oh, almost got hit there. Otherwise, it would be even a much bigger difference. I'd be feeling a much bigger difference. Like this would feel so cheap. But because I was not paying much for rent, and over here, I was living in Airbnbs since the beginning. And so I was paying $25, $30 a night. So we're talking 700 to 900 US dollars a month that I started to pay for my rent that I was not paying before. So it started to feel like, whoa, where's all my money? But you know, now I'm paying like monthly sublets. It's definitely cheaper, you know, outside of Airbnb, and has decreased my expenses exponentially. And so now it doesn't feel like I'm just burning money. But yeah, beautiful over here. Look at this. Look at this place. It's like I'm in this place. All of a sudden, it's like you're in California. You're in Los Angeles or something. Just the way the trees are. It's interesting. I mean, not the building per se, but something about it, you know, these tree-lined streets. But then it's obviously not LA. So many things I mean, LA is very rough around the edges, don't get me wrong. Like, very, very not polished. So you will see you'll see anything. You'll see like a really low-grade advertising like this. You'll see buildings that are, you know, a little rough, and fencing and like dirty walls. You'll see all that, but anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.